let's get to another topic here. And there was a big story that hit yesterday. And that, of course, was the fact that Paramount is putting in a bid to buy Warner Brothers. Oh, you know what? I'm holding that for a second. I'm holding that because we were still talking about Doomsday. And there was something else that came out that they showed at the light show yesterday that I think we should talk about. Stay consistent with it, then we'll get to Paramount. Did you see this thing, what they showed, Chris, the Thanos thing?
I read about it. I haven't seen it.
All right, check this out. So there's a classic part of, like, I don't know which comic. You guys can tell me about it. I think it's
Secret Wars.
Is it Secret Wars that it happens? Okay,
Yeah.
so apparently they showed this light thing. So Dr. Doom killing Thanos was shown in Disney's Avengers Doomsday light show.
What?
This has to happen. And I know, and Brolin has talked about it and about, coming back and everything, and with the Russos, he's going to come back, and he should, because you have to show how devastating Doom is. If Doom bitches Thanos, the audience, even the casual audience, knows how devastating Thanos was. So it's like we saw what essentially a variant of Thanos did when he came back, and what he did to freaking the Avengers, and he almost, he was gonna, his whole plan was like, I see that the first time that wouldn't have worked, so you know what, I'm just gonna kill everybody now, not the half, everybody. Like, this guy's gonna do it. So if Doom just kind of smacks him up, rips out his spine, we're gonna go, oh, okay, Doom's for real. They got to do that pretty quick, don't you think, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what we established with Thanos, right? He immediately comes in and kills the trickster god. No questions asked.
Like, smacks Hulk, smacks Thor, smacks all of the Asgardians, and then just snaps Loki's neck.
Everyone's just done. And you have to do that then. This is what happens too when you have very OP'd characters. You do have to keep upping the ante there. And to have Doom be this big, serious threat, taking down somebody like Thanos or somebody of that caliber, which really, I mean, we only really have Thanos of that caliber in Marvel right now. Galactus is off doing other stuff,
right.
Trying to steal babies and nonsense. But if you do have him come out the gate with something that intense and showing how powerful he is, that immediately does a great job of showing, not telling, how powerful this character is. Because that was always my issue with Kang. We kept hearing how powerful he is, kept hearing how scary he was, and there was no real delivery on that.
Right.
Whereas Thanos immediately comes in and wrecks shop. So Doom has to do the same thing. I want to see him be a badass. I don't want to hear about it.
What do you think, Winston? Same thing?
That is one of the most iconic moments. It was already pretty crazy for those that have read that iteration of Secret Wars. It was already crazy to see the stuff that Doom had produced and how a lot of characters have been manipulated. But that was Thanos coming in being like, you know what, I'm not going to stand for? This little scrub trying to tell me how I'm going to live my life. And Doom doesn't even flinch. It's not a fight. It is just murder. Like, he just literally just ripped it. And that's it. And so, like, it's so savage. I remember being in the theaters in Infinity War when Hulk comes in. Hulk gets like a good shot in, and then Thanos just messes him up, right? Because you remember Ebony Maw's like, he's like, let him have his fun, because Hulk is getting the punches in and they're gonna go help him. He's like, no. Let the master have his fun. And then all of a sudden he starts. Doom doesn't even do that. It's just an immediate. You're talking to boom. So you 1,000% have to include that moment. And I know that Thanos now has he died at the beginning of Endgame and he died at the end of Endgame, but that took both a weakened Doom from the stones hitting him, and B, essentially being out-tricked, like outmaneuvered to defeat him. If someone doesn't have to do either, they're just naturally able to whoop up on him like that, it immediately shows who's the king of the mountain.
I agree. And I think that what you what was it, Winston? We saw the it's like an AI thing that they did, and they essentially recreated that moment of everything you just said, because it was all familiar to me, because I'm sure that whoever did the AI thing would just rip it right out of the comics, but it was devastating. I was like, oh my God, they have to do that. They have to do that. They have to do this scene where, because Thanos walks in with his schlong hanging out, going, oh yeah, I'm going to take this guy out, and then he just basically chokes him with it. So
put and I because I remember one of the things that I thought was
I was kidding, Chris, but it was this is like, did I read a different comic?
What did the AI do for you? Whew.
Yep.
But I was just gonna say, because like one of the things about the original Infinity War in the comics, Thanos with the gauntlet was fighting everybody. He was fighting Celestials, he was fighting Galactus, he was fighting a bunch of different people and whooping up on them in that moment.
Yep.
And I think that you could do a similar thing here with Doom. We just saw Galactus and Fantastic Four. Yes, you did have Sue be able to kind of do this, but it took like everything to go down simultaneously to do that. If he's coming in and he can beat up Galactus and beat up Thanos and beat up all the people that are there, like I'm sure I have a feeling we might actually, if we don't get just a reference to Kang, we might get Kang for a quick scene just to eliminate the character.
Mm-hmm.
If we start watching him do things like that, then again, that will set the food chain differently.
Makes sense. And I guess now we got to hear from you guys. What do you think about that scene? Should it happen? Should it not happen? Leave Thanos alone? What do you think? I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. When you go to Nutrafol.com, you got to enter the promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian.